Hey, so you're in school, you're into tech, and you're thinking, what's next? How do I get a real head start on my career? Well, you've come to the right place. Today, we're going to lay out the entire roadmap to becoming a Microsoft Learn student ambassador, step by step. No confusion, just a clear path forward.
Think about it for a second. How do you actually become a go-to person for tech on your campus? A real leader. You've got the passion for sure, but what's the actual next step? It turns out this is exactly the kind of ambition Microsoft wants to support with their Student Ambassador program. And this is what we're aiming for, that badge. Now, it's not just a cool little icon, right? It's your ticket into a global community of people just like you. So think of this explainer as your personal GPS to get there. Let's get into it. Okay, so why should you even bother with this? Honestly, the perks are huge. We're talking about way more than just something to stick on your resume. This is a career launchpad. You get plugged into a massive global network, you get your hands on cutting-edge tech, especially with AI, and you get real access to Microsoft Pros and credits. It's all about getting your career moving long before you graduate.
Now, before we start the journey, let's get clear on the destination. What does it really mean to be a student ambassador? Well, at its heart, it's about taking that passion you have for technology and turning it into real action, building and leading a community right there on your campus.
All right, every journey has to start somewhere. These next 3 steps, they are the absolute must-dos. They're the foundation. You can't really move forward without getting these locked in first.
Okay, step 1, head to the official site and register. Super simple, but give it, 3 or 4 business days to go through. Step 2, you absolutely have to have an Azure for Students account. That's a key prerequisite. And finally, number 3, you got to show what you know. You need to earn either 1 Microsoft certification or 1 applied skills credential sometime in the last year. Nail these 3, and you're ready for the main event.
So once you've got those basics handled, you get to a fork in the road, and this is where it gets interesting. You have to pick a mission, a path that really plays to your strengths. Are you going to be a community influencer, or are you a community skiller? And you know what's really cool about this? It's totally your call. You just pick one of these 2 paths and start running with it. You don't have to fill out a form or tell anyone which one you chose. Just pick your mission and get going. So let's break these 2 paths down. The influencer path, that's all about reach. It's about creating and sharing cool content to get a wide audience excited. Your goal there is 250 preferred visitors. The skiller path, on the other hand, is about depth. It's about hosting events and really guiding your friends and classmates through their learning, aiming for 1,000 completed modules. So, are you a megaphone or are you a mentor? And let's be super clear about what preferred visitors means. This isn't just about getting random clicks. Microsoft is looking for real, meaningful engagement. They call it a value-added experience. So if you share a great article that starts a really good conversation, that's it. That's value. Just dropping a link in a chat and running, that's not going to cut it. And for the skiller path, that key metric is net new modules. Here's the critical part. It only counts the modules that people finish after they join your specific learning plan. Whatever they did before doesn't matter. This way, it's a super direct measure of the impact that you are having. Okay, so whichever path you choose, there's one little technical detail that is absolutely 100% essential to get right. It's how you get credit for all your hard work, and it's called your contributor ID. Let's look at how this thing works. And listen, this part is so important. You're actually going to have 2 different IDs. You have to, and I mean have to, use your Student Ambassador's Contributor ID, not the generic one from your Public Learn profile. This is a super common mistake, so please double check you're using the special one that gets emailed to you after you register. So how do you actually use it? Well, if you're on the influencer path, you're going to stick it on the end of any Microsoft URL you share. You see here how you take a standard link, maybe clean it up a bit by removing that language code in the middle, and then you just add your unique tracking ID to the end. That's literally how Microsoft knows that traffic came from you. For the skiller path, it's pretty similar, just a little different. When you make a Microsoft Learn plan for your workshop or event and you click Share, it generates a link. Your contributor ID gets tacked on to the very end of that link. And again, that is the only way the system can track the modules that people complete because of you. Okay, you've picked your path. You're using your ID the right way, and you're starting to make some real progress. So what happens now? Let's talk about how you can track your journey to that finish line and what actually happens when it's time for onboarding. So everything updates on a weekly cycle. Every Saturday, Pacific time, two things happen. They send out the reporting emails and they update your personal progression board. So don't freak out if you share a link and don't see the numbers go up right away. Just check back over the weekend. Now, once you finally hit your goal, whether that's the 250 preferred visitors or the 1,000 net new modules, you're officially eligible for the next onboarding cycle. And there are 4 chances to get onboarded every single year.
And here they are specifically. The onboarding happens quarterly, so they send out those exciting invitation emails in January, April, July, and October. So depending on when you finish up your requirements, you'll get slotted into one of those groups. And getting that acceptance email isn't the end, it's actually the beginning. You'll start with onboarding, which gets you to the alpha milestone. And from there, you can climb the ladder to beta and even gold status by taking on bigger projects and events, unlocking even more benefits as you go.
So there it is. That's the whole thing. The complete step-by-step roadmap is right in front of you. From that first click on the registration page to choosing your mission and finally crossing that finish line. Really, there's only one question left for you to answer. Which mission are you going to choose?